delicious tomato or vegetable of your choice bars cakey thing. So look, summer is over, okay? You can still get good tomatoes. I saw this in Food and Wine or something, and the base looked really interesting to me. And it's a very delicious sort of tomato bar, sort of. It's rich and luxurious, but it's very easy, even though it has a few steps. Tomato bars, come on, yar. The first thing we're gonna do is make the base, which has to be blind baked. Okay, so we're going to take a sleeve and a half of saltines, put them in the food processor. Saltines, good cracker. We saw like fake saltines. I'm like, we're not buying fake saltines, okay? We're buying saltines. Pulse it, no powder, but not huge chunks. Okay, little powdery, but it's okay. Put that into a bowl. Oh good, we still have some big pieces in the bottom. To that we're gonna add 2 beaten yolks. Just putting that directly in there. And 3/4 cup of Parmesan. I'm using Romano because I don't have Parmesan. And I'm gonna get my melted butter, 6 ounces. Now, I warn you, or I suggest, that you think when you're pouring this in, if it's gonna be too much or too little. So don't pour it in all at once, is what I'm saying. Because you don't wanna make it too loose. Okay, we definitely need the rest of the butter. This is a hilarious tool to be using. It's like a doll-sized whisk. So now I'm gonna press it with my fist to see if it makes a flat surface, and it does. Now I'm gonna dump this in my square pan that I've lined with this paper. Now look, you don't have to do this, but this is why I did it. So we can pick up the base when it's done. Dump this in the center, sort of. And begin the arduous process of spreading it out and pressing it firmly into the corners. Try to make it the same height. You can tell by feeling it, and if you can't, I can't help you. This is gonna go into a 350 oven, 15 to 18 minutes. That's the way it's meant to look. And it's stuck, it's not moving. Okay, I'm making the edges nice like this, Now, the only other thing I wanna warn you of is that this has to cool completely before you begin the next process. So you can make it the night before, bake it, watch your show, take it out, cool it, and put it in the fridge. It has to be cool before you do the next step. But right now, it's going in the oven for about 15 to 18 minutes at 350. Go over to your oven, where of course you have your clothespins that hold the door shut. Comes with the Gagano, clothespins. Just pull those out. And you're gonna put in your base here, just 350 and 12, I don't know, until it's bubbly and sort of brown. Oh, you forgot to put your clothespins in. While your base is cooling, or after your base is cooled, you're gonna make the topping. So the first thing you wanna do is slice your tomatoes for the topping. These are the best tomatoes we had this summer. They're called Zebra something or other. They're so good. And we're just gonna lightly season these and leave them to drain a little bit on this cloth so that they're not too juicy. Those are the stars. Then we have this, which is not from my garden. This one is from my garden. Leonard is licking up all the extra cheese. Cutting this a little bit thinner. Ah, your dog walker's here, Lee. Salt. I'm salting them. I'm letting them drain. I love it when songs reference other songs. I think that's so heartbreaking. Like when they sing a line from another song in their song. There's an incredible folk singer called Karine Polwart. Oh my God. She's fantastic. And in one of her songs, she references a song that was playing, that was #1 at the time that she's talking about. It's a beautiful reference. The song is called Half a Mile. And it's actually kind of a heartbreaking song because it's about a little girl who was murdered in England when I was a kid. Little curry powder. Woo! Okay, just let that drain, and you're gonna make your filling. What's in the filling, you ask? Why, some grated cheddar, which I forgot to do. I don't know how much cheddar, so I'm gonna use this amount. Check out Karine Polwart. She wrote a song about Darwin that is just freaking devastating. There's a something in England near where he lived where they convene and produce artworks based on Darwin. And one year it was songs, and she was one of the singers. And she wrote this song about the death of Darwin's daughter, which a lot of people don't know about, that made him question the whole thing, the whole life thing. But the song is called We're All Leaving. Please check that song out. It's amazing. I'm gonna put some mayonnaise, 3 tablespoons, which is about that amount. Some curry powder, all right, just a little bit. All right, so I'm mixing this. I'm gonna put a little more mayonnaise in here. Okay. I happen to have a cooled base right here. This is gonna be very rich. Doesn't seem spreadable, but we'll see. Oh yeah, it's spreadable. I don't want to break the base, so be very gentle with your base. And don't forget, this is going to melt like nuts, right? Now, you could do this with really any vegetable that you wanted. Okay, I'm going to make a nice pattern with my tomatoes, which I'm actually going to do this. Let's do 1, 2. Then we'll go like this. I'm making a design. Or I'm going to use all the green ones because I'm going to do like this. It's like when you make a cobbler and you have to be like super careful about how much plop you put on it, but then it ends up you have more plop than you thought. Yeah, I said plop. So now we're going for a more rustic look. Country style. I'm going to put a little Parmesan on top. This could be like insanely good, right? All right, to the oven. Take out the pins first. Just put it in a 350 oven, pre-warmed, obviously. I don't know, 20 minutes? Keep an eye on it, because it's got cheese. You're going to be thrilled you put those handles in, trust me. Here's our tomato bars. Absolutely gorgeous. Smells divine. And now it just has to cool. And you could even chill it slightly before you serve it, so it slices well. Right now it's quite tender and bendy. So let this cool, slice it up. I don't think you need a lot more than this in a salad. Delicious tomato or vegetable of your choice. Bars cake, you think? But then it ends up you have more plop than you thought. Yeah, I said plop.